How do? That's right. Told you, I'm gonna wear it. Probably have never seen this hat on my head before, but you just saw it now. Get down off that log. I was trying to give you a better view. So I'm up here on Big Round Top again. Wasn't really planning on doing a video, you know, was just getting a little hiking in. Sure is beautiful up here. Of course, it's nothing like the views I've shown you in the spring and then maybe in the fall. You can't see much out there at all, can you? Look at this. Look at these leaves here. Look at these leaves down here. You're gonna see the slate, of course, most likely. But it is, we're getting towards, kind of getting towards wrapping up summer here, but it's by no means autumn yet. But we got lots of leaves on the ground and leaves turning brown. What I'm wondering, of course, is, is this early fall or is it drought? Because it seems to me that all the seasons have been shifting a bit early in the last few years. And I've talked to some experts too, and some of them seem to agree. Anyways, not gonna blab anymore about the climate. Don't worry. But look. Speaking of rain, Aaron is making its way up the coast. Let's all hope that it's not too bad for the folks on the shorelines. So here we have a monument to the 12th Pennsylvania Reserve. It's gonna be hard for you to see. I'll walk around, try to give you a better look. Not much sunlight today, as you can see. That's a little better. Very quiet up here. Of course, this spot doesn't get that much attention. Probably more hikers up here than Civil War buffs. As you can see, we've got flank markers to the 12th Pennsylvania, and this will be the left flank of the 5th Pennsylvania. This is a beautiful monument. Got I guess a laurel wreath around the top. Go figure, they were probably largely of Germanic origin. Now, for those of you who noticed, both Pennsylvania outfits up here at the top of Big Round Top were reserve units. So what does that tell us? Well, that tells me that this particular spot wasn't terribly important to them. Wasn't terribly important to the Union. But why are they here? Now, here's another point. As I've shown you, we're just about a month after the battle here. Look through here. Straight ahead, we're looking in the direction of Little Round Top. What can you guys see? I can't see a dang thing. So why would these units be here? By the way, both mention for the 5th and the 12th Pennsylvania Reserve units that they were occupied on the evening of the 2nd. And remained here until the close of the battle. So that kind of indicates that they got up here late, and probably around the same time, that Little Round Top was being contested. But again, if you have about zero visibility through here, what good would it do to position folks up here? Kind of a head scratcher, right? Well, you could think of it as the end of the flank. They realized, of course, late in the game that Little Round Top was largely undefended and that it probably needed to be bolstered, right? So you're not going to want to position a whole lot of people, you know, to their rear, but you might want to, you know, post a small outfit or two to serve as a, you know, like I said, the end of the flank, you know, a rear guard kind of. Now, of course, they couldn't see Jack Diddley. They couldn't see over in the direction of Little Round Top. Couldn't see down in the valley by Devil's Den or any of that. But they could still hear, right? So if there were a large movement of folks trying to circumvent the area and come up to the rear and surprise Little Round Top, chances are if they had a couple units up here, they might still well detect them just by hearing them alone without having to see them. They also might not know whose boys they were, but you know, they could at least send somebody to alert folks on Little Round Top that somebody was coming. Maybe some of you guys can shed some more light on this for me. Anyhow, that's it, guys. I'll keep it short. See you on the next one.